Hi everyone, and welcome back. As you know, I've been doing things alone in order to spend more time with myself and be comfortable in my own company, as I am super extroverted, and it's important to love on yourself and to be your own best friend, because ultimately at the end of the day, you've got you. Sorry for Bentley in the background, I'm still home. But today we are going to be doing a little nature nature walk, and I'm going to take you along with me. This is just a nice thing to do. Hopefully you have somewhere near you can find that has just a nice little trail, or even just walking through a nice park. It's free, which we love, and it's exercise, so you're also getting other benefits, but you can listen to your favorite podcast, your favorite music, put on a good playlist, whatever gets you motivated, or just think about whatever you want to think about on your walk. I don't know, whatever works for you, but let's get started. I brought my AirPods along, but I'm starting with none in because I just want to hear the birds and be in the nature, just ground myself a little bit. This is one of the ways I like to reduce anxiety and not necessarily go on a hike or an intensive hike, because this is a hiking trail, but this is like fairly flat and you can take it for however long you want, go however far. There are some deep holes from horses on this trail. Turn back when you're done, and you don't have to go fast to keep up with anybody or anything like you do with a hike. You set your own pace. I love that, and you're just out in the world. For me, I reflect on the beauty of the sky today. Like, it's so blue today. The sun is out. It's still chilly, but the sun is out. And just the pop of green with the blue is just so beautiful. And I'm just lucky to be here and be in good health and all of those things. Oh my gosh, look at this little archway. And it just gets you to appreciate your surroundings that sometimes you forget to appreciate. Do you see the little archway I'm talking about, made with the trees? Ooh, it is muddy. I'm gonna have to cross that. I don't think I want to. What did I do? We'll go the other way this trail can go. But like I said, appreciating the beauty around you, getting out, getting active, even if it's literally a leisurely walk, you're just getting moving, and that's really good for you. And that's attainable, especially for me, who has such high expectations with exercise. I grew up doing sports, and I was really, really consistent with working out, and I loved it. I ran cross country, I played soccer, I played tennis, and I loved soccer, and I would do anything. And so I was pretty physically fit. And then after college I've kind of declined in it. I kept up because I was taking physical classes. So I was taking dance. I was taking literally basically a personal training class, which was, they had a trainer and you would have class with everyone, and she would teach you how to use the gym. So I knew how to use all the equipment, and I was consistent for that, and I was in the best shape of my life. And then after that semester I did, or maybe it was before that semester, I think it was after that semester, I did Pilates and yoga. And that was literally like, so the personal training class, I was peak physical form, or so I thought. Pilates and yoga, holy buckets, I was like unstoppable. I was toned. I absolutely adored it. And then post college kind of just dropped off on the consistent exercise, getting out, even just doing Pilates at home. And so I would set this expectation like, oh, I'm gonna start working out again. I'm gonna go for runs, whatever. And it just wasn't happening. And so I've taken a step back, and now I just try and get out and walk every day. So like I walked Shay this morning, but I want to do something that's like for me. Look how pretty. And, you know, working out looks different for everyone. Everyone has different goals or different needs to be met. If you have a more physical career, then, or you're an athlete, you know, like you have to be consistent. But for me, I don't have that. So I don't have that built-in need for consistency. And for someone like me, I really thrive in the built-in need for consistency. And I know that for my health, I need to work out, but it's not as built-in. And so it's easier for me to just not do it. So I've been really intentionally trying to just get out and do more things like this, where it's just leisurely. And like you saw, like I turned around because it got a little muddy. I don't need to get to the end of the walk or the hike or the trail or whatever. So if you need that advice, you're not alone in that situation if you feel the same as I do. So I found the other side of the trail, which is much more dry. And look how beautiful. Like, I've never been back here, and I've lived here my entire life. And it is gorgeous. Just beautiful. And then there's some construction happening over here on our property. Not so beautiful, but still. Why did I choose to do the uphill one? Now I'm headed back because I'm gonna meet my mom at a really nearby little coffee shop and lunch place. So that's why I'm kind of getting a move on, and I didn't continue the walk. I took too long deciding whether or not I wanted to cross the muddy thing, and then got a little sidetracked because of that, and no problem. We enjoyed the day, and it's beautiful, and I'm so thankful that I did this. Just a good thing that maybe I should continue doing more often. Although, God, it rained here recently, so everything's really muddy, and coming down this hill that I just went up, it's not very fun. I'm sure the trail led out somewhere else. I just didn't want to take the risk that it was going to be too long for me to get there, you know? So I'm trying to decide if I should just like go rogue, but that's probably not a good idea. So I will not be doing that. I will be trying to stick to the higher ground where the horses don't walk because it's really muddy. And I don't know. The other thing is I don't know where this trail is at. I've never done it before, but I've kind of known it was here because friends have talked about it. But there's just other hikes that lead to better views and stuff that I do more often. And I wasn't really as intentional with walking on things like this as I was saying earlier. That's been like kind of a more recent intention of mine, just to get up and get moving. And then once I get moving and do all of that, I'll go back to those hikes. But this was a nice trail. This is something like my grandma does, so I knew it would be fine. And then the other thing too is I'm hoping in 2024 to not only walk every day and have that be my intention, but get to a point where I'm doing Pilates at least 3 times a week very consistently, if not 5. 5 is like my ideal. I want to be working out 5 times a week. Maybe it's not Pilates, but it's doing something a little more active than walking, because that's just what I want to do personally. That's my personal goal. If that's not your personal goal and you're satisfied just walking, just walk. That is not like a claim of what you need to do for health. I just want to say that because I know that people can get things misconstrued. I just want to get my body back to being a little more fit and healthy, and it just isn't, because I just sit around and I'm editing and I'm shooting photos, and that's great and all, but I'm not as intentional and scheduled with the beauty that surrounds us instead of focusing on the goals that I haven't been able to achieve yet. I am going to end this video here. I highly recommend spending time alone if you're not already comfortable. If you are comfortable, continue spending time alone, because it's so good to love on yourself and be with yourself, be comfortable with yourself, give yourself time to reflect, decompress, whatever it is that you and your personality need. And I used to think I didn't need alone time, but after doing this series, I realized I really do. And it's really helpful to gain clarity and to just kind of get away and have a moment of peace and quiet where you're just with you and you're not held to someone else's timeline necessarily. Thank you so much for watching. I love you and thankful you're here. Until next time.